Well, the old adage, you are what you eat, rings true when it comes to how food affects your mood and health. Our next guest says what you're eating could be causing your mood swings, but consulting your dosha could also help. Sounds intriguing, right? Dr. Kulreet Chaudhary is a neurologist, neuroscientist, and expert in the ancient practice of Ayurvedic medicine. She's also an author. Her books, Sound Medicine and The Prime, examine the connection between our mind, body, and health. Dr. Chaudhary joins us this morning to discuss how food might influence our moods. What a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well, Marisol.
This is very exciting. One of our anchors who failed out of school is late to taking the test, but I think we will have his results later because there is a method to all of this madness. But let's start at the beginning. I wonder if you could explain to us and our viewers exactly what Ayurvedic medicine is and what is a dosha.
Absolutely. Ayurvedic medicine is one of the oldest medical traditions on the planet, originating in India. And the foundation really is that food is medicine and that your habits determine your health. So disease can be prevented by changing your daily habits. That is the basis of Ayurveda. Your doshas are your mind-body type, and there are three: Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, and they determine everything. So rather than trying everything new, every new fad, everything new under the sun, you make choices in Ayurveda according to your dosha.
This is fantastic. Food is medicine. Our ancestors had it right.
They absolutely had it right.
They had it right. So you mentioned dosha. There are three types. Can you tell us what the doshas tell us about our health?
Absolutely. So Vata is a combination of space and air. And so because of that, it has qualities that are reflective of that. They tend to have lighter build. They are, a smaller frame. They move very quickly. And if they eat foods like a raw diet, they will actually develop things like anxiety.
Oh my gosh, this makes so much sense.
The Pitta dosha is a combination of fire and water. And so they're naturally fiery dosha. And so they tend to be medium build, very good muscle tone, and they're very goal-focused, very driven people, high achievers, but because of their fiery natures, if they eat foods that are heating like chilies, peppers, garlics, they can actually develop things like anger issues or impatience. And Kapha, which is the final dosha, is a combination of water and earth. They're the larger build, very steady, slow-moving. And because they're already so grounded, if they eat heavy foods like sugar, dairy, and meat, they can actually develop mood disorders such as depression.
Holy smokes. All right, I want to zip through what the different types should eat because I just got the results of these things, and suddenly everything is clear to me. Everything has now suddenly become clear to me about all these people I work with. Vata, the Vata type, what should they eat and what should they avoid?
So the Vata type should be eating things that are really, really warm, unctuous, so oily foods, well-cooked, soupy foods, and they should be avoiding, as I said, raw foods and cold beverages.
Okay. What about the Pitta type?
So the Pitta type, because it's already naturally fiery, they need to avoid foods that are spicy, sour, acidic, or fried. And they want to be eating cooling foods. So things like green vegetables, coconut water is fantastic for them, and melons.
Okay, and the last one, Kapha?
Kapha, because it's already very grounded and heavy, they want to avoid things like meat, sugar, dairy, oil, salt, and they do fantastic, Marisol, on a vegan diet. They're just naturally built for that kind of food.
Okay, let's bring in the crew. I mentioned earlier we had our anchors take the quiz to figure out the dosha types. Let's share their results with you.
Let's find out.
Let's bring them in.
Here we go. Is anybody
Or
Kapha?
not.
Where are we?
Oh my, Dan's relaxed.
Dan is a Kapha, Hazel Vata Kapha mix, and Muchacha and I are.
Of course.
Is it Pitta?
I was
Vata?
not. I was not just pure Kapha.
Well, this is what came up according to your test
your
results,
calculation.
my friend.
Yeah, your
test results. We had a late entry.
Yes.
Ben Aaron.
I'm Vata.
He is Vata.
Yeah.
Which makes
very good.
so much sense.
Yes, it does.
It makes so much sense. When you put it all together, it makes so much sense.
But what if you're a mix?
Well, I was just about to say, you're just proving a key part of this is most people are a mix. So most people have one or two, but one will be more dominant at particular times.
Right.
So Marisol, this changes even with season, like during Pitta season, which is summer, your Pitta might go up. During Vata season, which is fall and early winter, your Vata can go up. You know, during different times in your life, your doshas can change. As you get older, Vata tends to go up. That's why as you get older, you have tendency towards constipation, dementia, anxiety, those kinds of things, because Vata is going up. So the key is really to get to know the doshas and then recognize what are the dominant ones, and then learn what are the things that aggravate them and what are the things that bring them into
So
balance.
if you had the most A's, you were...
Vata, yes.
Okay, so I'm
You're
a Vata Kapha mix.
That's what I am.
Yes.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Chaudhary, you have the nerve. We're going to have to bring you back to set us all straight.
We'll set you straight.
Set us all straight. Thank you so much. We appreciate the time. I got to
It
go
was
eat some
my pleasure.
cucumbers. We were the same thing.
We were. Yeah.
We were the